Hello, good evening. Everybody looking forward to the Easter break? I know I am, even if it is for just a little bit of time off work. Be nice to have a break because, as you know, we put a lot of time and effort into work. That's what we seem to do, and as the generations have gone on, excuse me, as the decades have gone on, we just seem to be more involved with work and less time for family. But those of you who know me, I won't need to be told I'm a fun-loving guy. I'm always happy. I make people laugh. I'm pretty positive. I'm an optimist, and I love life. I make the best of my life, and there's nothing more important than family and love. But having said that, it's important to be a realist and to stay one step ahead because knowledge is power. And I just want to read to you today this piece. I'm reading it from a mobile phone because it's quite long. It's called The Secret Covenant by John D. Rockefeller. And this was written in the early 1800s. So think about that. 200 years ago. I mean, come on, some of you must remember how different life was just in the 60s. You didn't kiss a girl on the streets. It was frowned upon. You know, I would love to have been a teenager back then and grew up in the 60s. I was born in 1965, so I missed out on that. But I did like the 80s, 1982, 83, the 90s, the dance, the raves scene. But I think it's fair to say that life has just got progressively harder since, not only each generation, but the decades as they've gone by. And I certainly feel sorry for younger generations today, especially people bringing up children. It must be so difficult. I've done it myself. I had four boys, one girl. But anyway, it's important that I read this to you. And here goes. So, The Secret Covenant by John D. Rockefeller. An illusion it will be, so large, so vast, it will escape their perception. Those who will see it will be thought of as insane. Yeah, don't I know it because people thought I was crazy. And I've been doing this for a long time. Anyway, we will create separate fronts to prevent them from seeing the connection between us. We will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. Our goal will be accomplished one drop at a time, so as to never bring suspicion upon ourselves. This will also prevent them from seeing the changes as they occur. So basically, if they do it over a long period of time, it's going to be less noticeable what they're doing to us. Whereas if they do it all at once, obvious. So we will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the absolute. We will work together always and will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Death will come to he who speaks, and that's happened to a lot of whistleblowers, hasn't it? We will keep their lifespan short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so they will never see what is happening. We will use soft metals, aging, accelerators, and sedatives in food and water, also in the air. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. Well, yeah, they are. Chemtrails, fluoride, aspartame, lots of things. The soft metals will cause them to lose their minds. Well, that's true because they've already admitted chemtrails and said that they're spraying us with barium and aluminium to slow down global warming so it reflects the sun back into space. But if you know anything about Alzheimer's, what causes it is too much aluminium in the brain. So, not good. We will promise to find a cure from our many fronts, yet we will feed them more poison. The poisons will be absorbed through their skin and mouths. They will destroy their minds and reproductive systems. Well, the crazy thing is, if you do your research, sperm counts worldwide are down drastically. Just bear me, I gotta find out where I was. Okay, from all this, their children will be born dead, and we will conceal this information. The poisons will be hidden in everything that surrounds them, in what they drink, eat, breathe, and wear. We must be indigenous in dispensing the poisons, for they can see far. We will teach them that the poisons are good, with fun images and musical tones. Those they look up to will help. We will enlist them to purchase our poisons. They will see our products being used in film and will grow accustomed to them and will never know their true effect. When they give birth, we will inject poisons into the blood of their children and convince them it's for their help. We will start early on, when their minds are young. We will target their children with what children love most, sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metals that will kill their minds and steal their future. Well, fillings, mercury, yeah, slowly poisons you is known fact. When their ability to learn has been affected, we will create medicine that will make them sicker and cause other diseases, for which we will create yet more medicine. We will render them docile and weak and before us by our power. They will grow depressed, slow, and obese, and when they come to us for help, we will give them even more poison. We will focus their attention toward money and material goods, so they may never connect with their inner self. We will distract them with fornication, external pleasures, and games, so they may never be one with the oneness of it all. Their minds will belong to us, and they will do as we say. If they refuse, we shall find ways to implement mind-altering technology into their lives. We will use fear as a weapon. Wow, don't we see that every day in the news? We will establish their governments and establish opposites within. We will own both sides. Well, I've always said that these three political parties in England are just there to give the sheeple the illusion that they've got freedom of choice, when in actual fact you have not got any choice, because no matter who you vote for, they get their policies in through the back door anyway. So Labour and Conservative are just two heads on the same beast. We will own both sides, yeah. We will always hide our objective, but carry out our plan. They will perform the labour for us, and we shall prosper from their toil. Our families will never mix with theirs. Our blood must be pure always, for it is the way. We will make them kill each other when it suits us. They start wars. And, we will keep them separated from oneness by dogma and religion. We will control all aspects of their lives and tell them what to think and how. We will guide them kindly and gently, letting them think they are guiding themselves. We will foment animosity between them through our factions. When a light shall shine among them, we shall extinguish it by ridicule or death, whatever suits us best. We will make them rip each other's arts apart and kill their own children. We will accomplish this by using hate as our ally, anger as our friend. The hate will blind them totally, and never shall they see that from their conflicts we emerge as their rulers. They will be busy killing each other. They will bathe in their own blood and kill their neighbours for as long as we see fit. We will benefit greatly from this. Yeah, they do. They make stupid amounts of money from war, arms deals, and everything else. We shall repeat this over and over until our ultimate goal is accomplished. And that's Agenda 21, depopulation, and Agenda 30. But isn't it weird coincidence that Agenda 21 is about depopulation, and they started the polls in 2021, Agenda 21. And they aim, Agenda 30 is when they plan to be drinking their champagne and celebrating because they've achieved their goal, and most of us are gone. Just look at the Georgia Guidestones that are no longer here, but you can still research them, and they basically explain their goal. They tell us what they plan to do. We will continue to make them live in fear and anger through images and sounds. We will use all the tools we have to accomplish this. The tools will be provided by their labor. We will make them hate themselves and their neighbors. We will always hide the divine truth from them, that we are all one. This they must never know. They must never know that color is an illusion. They must always think they are not equal. Drop by drop, we will advance our goal. We will take over their land, resources, and wealth to exercise total control over them. We will deceive them into accepting laws that will steal the little freedom they will have. Well, haven't we seen that over the years, and even more so recently? We will establish a money system that will imprison them forever, keeping them and their children in debt. When they shall band together, we shall accuse them of crimes and present a different story to the world. For we shall own all the media, and they do. We will use our media to control the flow of information and their sentiment in our favour. When they shall rise up against us, we will crush them like insects, for they are less than that. They will be helpless to do anything, for they will have no weapons. We will recruit some of their own to carry out our plans. We will promise them eternal life, but eternal life they will never have, for they are not of us. The recruits will be called initiates and will be indoctrinated to believe false rites of passage to higher realms. Members of these groups will think they are one with us, never knowing the truth. They must never learn this truth, for they will turn against us. For their work, they will be rewarded with earthly things and great titles, but never will they become immortal and join us. Never will they receive the light and travel the stars. They will never reach the higher realms, for the killing of their own kind will prevent passage to the realm of enlightenment. They will never know. The truth will be hidden in their face, so close they will not be able to focus on it until it's too late. Oh yes, so grand the illusion of freedom will be that they will never know they are our slaves. When all is in place, the reality we will have created for them will own them. This reality will be their prison. They will live in self-delusion. When our goal is accomplished, a new era of domination will begin. And that's probably the microchip or total enslavement. Their minds will be bound by their beliefs. The beliefs we have established from time immemorial. But if they ever find out they are our equal, we shall perish then. This they must never know. If they ever find out that together they can vanquish us, they will take action. They must never, ever find out that we have done what we have done. For if they do, we shall have no place to run, for it will be easy to see who we are once the veil has fallen. Our actions will have revealed who we are, and they will hunt us down, and no person shall give us shelter. This is the secret covenant by which we shall live the rest of our present and future lives, for this reality will transcend many generations and lifespans. This covenant is sealed by blood, our blood. We, the ones who from heaven to earth came, this covenant must never, ever be known to exist. It must never, ever be written or spoken of. For if it is, the consequences will release the fury of the prime creator upon us, and we shall be cast to the depths from whence we came, and remain there until the end of infinity itself. Wow, powerful stuff. But why do they like to tell us what they're doing to us? Because they believe that the majority of us are dumb, stupid, and we can't work it out for ourselves. We haven't got the intelligence to work it out. And sadly, not judging anyone individually, but the vast population are stupid. Let's be honest. Because they're looking at their screens, they're not looking up, they're not paying attention to what's really going on. And not only are they selling their own souls and their own future, but they're selling their children's souls and future. For what? Absolutely insane. If you ever wonder why I do what I do, and I've done this for the best part of 40 years, I was telling people what's coming in as far back as 1982, and people thought it was crazy. But people recently have came up to me and said, Crocs, that's what people call me, short for my surname, Crocs. They say, Crocs, you were right. But it's not about being right, it's about saving people. And I believe that's what my job is. Mission accomplished, if I can just save one person. I used to run my own group called Escaping the Matrix. I had over 17,000 members at one point. I do believe I've saved quite a few people. One soldier personally messaged me and thanked me for waking him up, and he said that he's discharged himself from the army and handed back his medals. Yeah. And there comes a point in your life where you have to question what side of the fence you're on. You can't keep sitting on the middle. You know, you've got to choose what side you're on. Are you on the good side or the bad side? I've always been on the good side, and I'll always will be on the good side. There's no question about that. But anyway, I hope after hearing this shocking statement by David Rockefeller, you know, start opening your eyes, you know, go down the rabbit hole. And the more you go down the rabbit hole, the more you will see, the more truth you will discover. If you think this video is bad and the content of this video is bad, wait till you see what's coming. Oh my God. You know, but you need to be awake. You need to see what's coming. Knowledge is power. We can defeat them, not by riots, not by revolution. That's what they want. By non-compliance. All we have to do is say no. And that's it. No. You know, don't chicken out. Just like you do when you get your red letter from the TV people, TV licensing people. Oh, I must pay. No. You just say no. That's all you've got to do. Anyway, people, have a lovely Easter weekend. Love to you all.